Good afternoon. After this lovely session, I'm going to give the next speaker some tasks because it's going to be tough to have a session where you not only got inspired, but also there were a lot of touching moments which came our way. Before I introduce the speaker for the next session, I think let me take you on something which Rashmi spoke about. Rashmi, she's just gone out. Okay, maybe the audience too. Maybe I think we will certainly consider having an TiEcon where all the speakers are women. And hopefully there'll be a session where there'll be all guys sitting on the other side listening to women speakers here and how they are the next level entrepreneurs. The next session is, the session has been categorized in the session in the field of HR. The speaker we have is a person who started his career as HR, started the career in the field of HR, has now moved not from just being in HR but being completely managing the complete operations of an organization, which tells us that managing people, knowing people is something which is going to be key and a very key part of our business when you start running your operations, and what are the strategies you should take for this. Friends, I'd like you to welcome Dr. Santosh Bagwe. Santosh, request you to please come stage, please. Santosh is the CEO of Dr. Batra's Be Perfect Private Limited and head HR for the Dr. Batra's group of companies, Mumbai. An HR by background, having more than 18 years of experience in recruitment, performance management, organizational development, compensation, industrial relations. He is a PhD in HR as well as Kautilya's Arthashastra. Dr. Bagwe has been responsible in leading the key initiative which Dr. Batra has started about setting up clinics across the country. And I request Dr. Bagwe to please share his thoughts with all of us.
It was a great session earlier, but only worry I have as a HR person, everybody is talking about strategy and finance, but I don't know why we people are forgetting human being. I hope you are with me. Sure? So guys, I'm here to talk to you about how really I can't use now the word but even if I use the word man, please take it as a human, otherwise. So how a human can really make a difference, how people can make a difference to the organization. You are an entrepreneur, maybe today you are managing everything, but my entire presentation is focused on wherever you are today, from the next level you need to go, and not that you will be doing everything on your own. You have to have good people around you. You have to nurture them, you have to develop them, you may have to throw them also. So my entire presentation will be on the people strategy in fast changing time. You know, when Mangesh sent me an email that I had to come and deliver a lecture on people strategy, and it is basically for entrepreneurs. I am really afraid. You know why I am afraid? My 18 years of service, I have worked morely for entrepreneurs. And they are the most toughest bosses. Because unka paisa laga hai na sab. Correct? So making presentation to the entrepreneur is the most difficult thing, because nothing, no jargon, no high-five words, only you have to talk the ground realities. So maybe today's presentation I am making to 200, 300 Dr. Batras, who is my boss today. So guys, before starting the session, let me have a few words of Naneshwari. Ata Vishwatmake Deve, Jene Vagyatne Toshave, Toshoni Majadave, Pasaya Danehe. I am a small kid. I have been in the service throughout my life. You all are the owners, entrepreneurs. Maybe if I am not an entrepreneur, one of the day I may have to report to you also. So whatever small words, whatever I'm talking based on my small experience, please bear with me. I hope everybody knows this man. sorry. I hope it's Mr. Narayan Murthy, now Chief Mentor of Infosys today. You know what do you mean by Chief Mentor? The person who is going to develop the people. And see what he's talking. Our assets walks out of the door each evening, and we have to make sure that they come back. You know, the value of human being is what this person is talking. So guys, you all are holding not just finance, not the strategy, not your computers, but the real asset to your business will be the people. Again, let me tell you, the person who has started his small organization in 1 BHK where he was staying with 7 people, today it is more than 20,000 crore company and with 1,40,000 employee base. Not just because of finance, not just because of strategy, it is because of the people. Will you recognize this man? Dr. Kurian. Now you know where is Amul today. It's not a government company, it is not a cooperative society now. It is a big FMCG brand who is actually maybe one day like a HUL across the world. You know, what is this? Why Amul is so here? You know, in 1947 Amul has started, not Amul. It was Kalra Milk Society, where one good decision made by Mr. Sardar Patel and Tribhuvandas Patel, that to hire a person, and that one decision has changed entire milk industry of India. Today he has been called as the milkman of India. Just mind you, what must be there in 1947? A small milk society. I hope it would have happened to our sugar industry also. So if some decision would have taken there, maybe Maharashtra would have been known as somebody like a sugar man of India, but bad luck. But one good decision by Sardar Patel took entire Amul to a different heights. And why it has happened? Because of one good decision of hiring a right person. This is just to tell you how important the people are, how important the HR is in your day-to-day business. Now today, just to ask you a question, what do you mean by HR in your mind? You are startup entrepreneurs, so this is the question really which is bothering me. What do you mean by HR? It's what? It's recruitment? Hire and fire. Good. The right answer. What next? It's managing the payroll, managing the labor laws. Yeah? Yes or no? Yes? But guys, this is not just HR. This is a typical organization structure if you see of any organization where you have a core team, where you have execution team, or where you are on the job team. May not be applicable today. Whatever I am talking is not for today. It is going to be applicable, or it may be applicable today, but this is going to be the future. But if you have this kind of a structure, then you are an entrepreneur of 1955, 1960, where the business is there is no competition on the market, government is regulating everything, and you have to just manage. Just to tell you the story of Premier. Do you see Premier Padmini anywhere now? No? Earlier, to get one car of Padmini, we used to wait for at least 2 to 3 years. Why it has vanished? Because that time government was there to take care of them. Today it is not there. So if you are in this structure today, you will have a serious problem. So let me bring you out about the traditional structure, whatever is there in HR. Let us think something different. What she said, let us think some jugaad. How many are you from engineering industry here? Do you recruit CNC operator? It is very difficult to get. At least in Mumbai, we struggle a lot. So sometimes when I was heading HR of engineering company, I will get a good engineer, but to get a CNC operator was a tough time. So who was important that time to me was not an engineer, but an operator. So if you think traditionally, HR policies, HR structures, job description, this is not a time for that. This is a time to think some jugaad. So let us start thinking of that. Now what we need to do is, can I use the mic? Now what we need to use is a different organizational structure. Just, if you can see this, the availability of the talent and critical to the business. If you see the star, these are the people who are very scared to employ and they are also critical. And if you see cash cow, they are easily available, but they are very critical for the business. If you see deadwood, they are easily available, where our friend said hire and fire can be possible. If you see the problem child, they are not available, but they are critical to the business. Now your organizational structure, you have to change in this format. The reason is that maybe you have somebody who is very good, very loyal to you for number of years, but today he may not be critical to your business. So what we need to think is something different for these people. Because you, whatever decision you are making for recruiting the people, this is going to be your very crucial decision for the next. So what will be your talent acquisition strategy? You have to only focus on your star employees. As an entrepreneur, maybe today you are recruiting all the people, but let me tell you, for your star people, where people are very critical to your business and where people are not available in the market, you have to focus more on them than focusing on your clerks, peons, drivers. You have a problem child. Again, he is very critical to the business, but they are not available. What is the decision you need to take there? Either you have to buy the talent from outside, or you have to nurture, or you have to develop. But whenever you are taking this decision, I hope that all of you have some vision in your mind or some goals in your mind. Yes? Yes or no? So have you planned yourself? You might have planned your strategies. You might have planned your technical capabilities. Have you planned your human resource? Yes, no? Yes? So if you are doing that, please take care that any talent acquisition decision, you have to see that it is based on your short-term goals, long-term goals, your business urgency. If somebody is required today, it is required today. Don't bother. Pay him whatever he wants, but take him in. And it is depend on the business opportunities. Just I'll tell you one example. Do you know what is shorthand typing system? Shorthand typing? Do you think today they are required? No. Today what we require is computer. And today it is a must, because if you don't know how to operate the computer, means you are illiterate. Correct? So if 10 years back, somebody would have thought of this, they would have not gone for shorthand typing. The same thing happened to you. If you see the opportunity there, then what you need to do is that you have to recruit the people now to see that next 5 years I am going to capture the market. And that is the way you need to actually plan your talent acquisition. Again, as she says, Steve Jobs. Everybody has Apple today. Correct? He is the person who has changed the entire mobile industry. But just to tell you that in 1984, this man was sacked from Apple. Are you aware of it? You know what happened to Apple that time? Everybody, Motorola, Nokia, everybody took over mobile industry, but Apple was nowhere in the world. The moment this man is back, you have seen the entire revolution in the mobile industry. See, one decision of Apple board of director not to retain the right person or to take a sacking decision, how much money it must have cost to Apple step and to us, because we were late by those many years. Today, I remember in 2000, I used to have a phone with 16 rupees outgo. My outgoing charges were 16 rupees. Today is what? I pay my mobile bills. I pay my every bills on the mobile. That is happened because of this one person being there in Apple. So the one decision of having a right person or one decision of retaining the right person is very important. Today we think very differently. If you are a real entrepreneur, you have to think that it is the human being, it is the person, it is the people who are really going to matter your business, not your finance, that you have to manage. There is no option. But if you want to go to the next level, you have to have a right kind of a talent with you. Now the next job will be to map your talent. Now whom to retain, it is the most important thing. Tomorrow you have 100 people. Do you think that you need to retain all the 100 people? No, you can't retain all the 100 people. Don't retain all the 100 people, because one day your organization will become like a government organization where nobody is thinking. So whom you have to retain? Again, we have a matrix where those who are critical for the business and those who are really performing, those are the people who needed to be retain. For other people, you have to take a right decision on time, or you may think some short-term plans for them. Like, again, you have a star where he is a high performer, he is a critical. You have a cash cow who is a high performer, but he is not critical to the business. You have a problem child, he is a low performer, but he is very critical to the business. And you have a low performer, and you are non-critical. Just to give you an example here, we'll change the entire structure into a different way. Your son has to be a star performer because he is needed. But your brother-in-law is your problem child. Even if he is not there, your wife is going to create a problem for you. So that is the way you have to think of your business. If the star is there, you have to retain. You have to see that he is there in the organization. Your problem child, he is not critical, but he has to be there. Otherwise, it's like a Jamai Raja or brother-in-law where काय म्हणतो आपण सांगता येत नाही आणि सहन होत नाही अशी कंडिशन असते इथे. Then you have cash cow, is a good performer, but you can not necessarily you have to retain him. And the deadwood, wherever you find a deadwood in an organization where they are the low performer as well as they are not critical to the business, you can really take a call, what he said, hire and fire. But for other people, please do take care. Tomorrow somebody, maybe a Steve Jobs, will go out and create a different market for himself. So what is the strategy? Only think of your star and a problem child, because the star is the person who is going to make difference to the organization. And if you have some problem child who is going to create a problem for you because he is critical but he is not performing, you have to have planned somebody in his place till the time he is in the organization. Otherwise, maybe one day your organization will collapse. Now the third problem, always all of us face. Today we are in the month of March where, I don't know, from April onwards I need to give the appraisals to the people, increments to the people, and that is like preparing a finance budget where nobody is happy. Any increment you give to the people, I'm sure you can't make happy all the people. Then what to do as an entrepreneur? As an entrepreneur, you have to see that your cost is not going up. At the same time, you have to see that your people are also motivated, who are working well. Then, do I need to appraise all the people? Do I need to give increment to all the people? Do I need to keep them very happy? Not possible. It is impossible task in the world. After 20 years, I am telling this. So what is the thing you need to do? See, again, you have a star who is your main person. Make him a partner. Give him a profit sharing. Then only he is going to be with you. Otherwise, he is tomorrow's entrepreneur who might quit. Means today I am CEO of Dr. Batra. One of the reasons is that I consider myself as a star. And maybe tomorrow if I quit, 100% the entire business is with me today. So what is left out with Dr. Batra? That make him a CEO. Same thing you might have to do for your star performer. You have a problem child where the person is critical to the business, but he is not performing. Pay him